name is Adriana, also known as Blckgrlwriting, and on this channel we are on the journey to becoming published. So, as you can tell by the title or the thumbnail, we are going to be doing a personality test. I saw Abby Emmons talk about this when she was coming up with her characters, and I was like, that's interesting. I want to try to find my own personality for myself to see which one I am, and then I want to try to base that off of what type of writer I would be. So technically we're going to be taking two personality tests. I'm going to leave the link down below to the website I'm on. I'm using 16personalities.com. So that's what we're going to do. And then for the discovering what type of writer I am, I'll probably use a different website because it's going to be different. So all right, let's get started. Okay, by the way, or BT dubs, yeah, Nala is under the desk, so if you hear movement, that's her. I'm gonna try to put up my exposure a little bit. Ooh, turn on the light or something. Turn on the light, will that help? Kind of, sort of, not really. It didn't help, but anyway. So now it's under the desk, so if you hear movement, that's her. And then I got a mouse, finally. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of clicking. So okay, let's get started. I'm looking at the reviews. So Emma was an advocate, Ashley was an adventurer, and Augustine was the architect. So let's see which one I am. Let's start with Take the Quiz. Okay, so I'm done and I have my results. It took a bit longer than I thought it would have, but I am the architect. I am the INTJ-T type. And I'm gonna show you guys the screen so you can see it and we can literally like go through it together. Okay, so let me move the camera a little bit more. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to be a cameraman and I'm not. Can you see the screen? Yeah, you can. Okay. So it says your personality type is the architect. So your mind trait is, this trait determines how you interact with your environment. And I'm nearly 60% introverted, 41% extroverted. Energy wise, this trait shows where you direct your mental energy. Definitely intuitive, definitely. I do a lot of thinking in my head. And then observant, 34%. Nature, this trait determines how you make decisions and cope with emotions. So 55% thinking, 45% feeling. And then tactics, this trait reflects your approach to work, planning, and decision making. So I got 68% juggling, 32% perspectives. Perspecting. Can I read? I can't read. Sorry. And then the last one, identity. This trait underpins all others, showing how confident we are in our abilities and decisions. Turbulent. I'm pretty turbulent. Oh my god. So 64% turbulent, 36% assertive. Wow, that's crazy. Read my profile. Copy your results. Oh, no thanks. Oh, wow. So what are my strengths and weaknesses for myself? Strengths, rational, informed, independent, determined, curious, versatile. Weaknesses, arrogant. I'm arrogant. I definitely have some times when I am. Dismissive of emotions, overly critical, combative, romantically clueless. Wow, that's crazy. So what is this? Oh, this says for everything. Oh my goodness. Cool. So that was the personality test. So now that I know what I am, I'm going to do more digging into that because that's really interesting. But now that we're done with that, I'm going to go try to see what type of writer I am based off of my personality test. If that makes sense. I think I can make it make sense, you know? So, okay, so we are on the website greatstorybooks.com, writer's personality test. So what type of writer are you? Take the test and find out which great writer you are. What are your strengths? And then your weaknesses. So you have the inspired writer, internal, logical, savvy. Is that George R.R. Martin? There we go. Innovative, hesitant. Stephen King is a hesitant writer? I didn't know that. Shit. Okay. Well, I'm kind of interested. Okay. So I know what my personality type is, but let's see what they say me being a writer is like. And again, all of this will be linked in the description box down below. So let's take this test. So I am done taking my writer personality test. So I got my results, and I am the inspired writer. I kind of guessed all that. So the short description is, you are a writer who has a natural tact for a good story, but lacks any natural sense of order and logical thinking. Pretty much. It's something you have worked towards or are struggling to figure out. Many inspired writers have a more visual way of thinking. Oh my gosh, yes, I can see everything in my head. Now putting it on the keyboard and making it make sense to how I see it and how I feel it. The struggle. Many inspired writers have a more visual way of thinking, so their stories tend to be very visually driven. Some even become artists or are both. What is a certainty is your tendency towards creative chaos and an almost willful inability to meet deadlines. Yeah, because we all know how NaNoWriMo went for me. We all know how that went. And camp. So
almost a willful inability to meet deadlines. While your creative spirit does need to remain free in order to express itself fully, you also need to recognize that there is a need for some order sometimes. Maybe that order needs to happen at your desk. If you can't do that, leave your mess behind. Go someplace where you can where you can be anonymous as you want to be, and let your other self openly write the way you need to do it.
I never thought about doing that, but I should definitely do that. So inspired writers are, yay, famous ones are Neil Gaiman and Douglas Adams. I know Neil Gaiman. I'm pretty sure I took his masterclass. Didn't I? Where's he at? Neil Gaiman? I definitely took his masterclass, didn't I? Let's see. Neil Gaiman. Oh yeah, I took his masterclass, and I didn't finish it. But now I think I'm going to, because hey, we're both inspired writers. That's interesting. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I thought it was pretty interesting to find out my personality type and then correlate that to finding out what type of writer I am. So it turns out I'm an inspired writer like Neil Gaiman. So yay, there's hope for your girl. So please come around and subscribe, share if you care, and I will come back with another video real soon. And tell me in the comments below if you plan on doing the personality test. I'll be back, and I'll see you guys in another video real soon.